Hey kiddos, if you could get out your paper that says multiply with 1 and 0, we're going to go ahead and get started with our story problems. Alright, here we go kiddos. Mrs. Harriger gives 1 copy of homework to each of 8 students. How many copies of homework did Mrs. Harriger pass out? Well, I see a 1 and I see an 8. Now, I only see the keywords how many. Now, how many is not helpful because it can mean add, subtract, multiply, or divide. So that isn't really helpful. So I have to look for other things. And we have learned that groups means to multiply. So we always look after our numbers. 1 copy of homework or 8 students. Are any of those groups? Well, if you said that students are groups, you are correct because I give that to the 8 students. So anytime we see the word students, it can mean a group of something. So students can mean multiply. Alright, so we always put our groups first when we're multiplying. So our 8 must go first. 8 times 1. What is 8 times 1? Well, we know that when we multiply anything times 1, it's always the bigger number. So 8 times 1 is 8. Alright, moving on. There are 4 monkey cages at the zoo. There are 0 monkeys in each cage. How many monkeys are there in all? Well, I see a 4 and I see a 0. Do you see any other keywords? Well, I see how many. That's not super helpful because that can mean add, subtract, multiply, or divide. But I do see the words in all. In all can mean what? If you said add or multiply, you are correct. Remember that addition keywords are the same as multiplication keywords. Now, you have to ask yourself, do I not have groups or do I have groups? So let's look. 4 monkey cages, 0 monkeys. Are any of those groups? If you said the word cages, you are correct. I would put the monkeys in the cages. Therefore, cages are multiplication. It is a group. I can put something into it. So I know that I am multiplying. Which one is my group? The 4 or the 0? If you said 4, you are correct because it is with the cages. So that will go first. 4 times 0 is, well, we should remember that anything times 0 is 0. Alright, kiddos, here we go. There are 0 books in each shelf. There are 9 shelves. How many books are there in all? I see a 0 and I see a 9. What keywords do you see? Well, I see how many. That doesn't help us very much. But I do see the words in all. What does in all mean? If you said add or multiply, you are correct. Now, you must decide, do I have groups or do I not have groups? So, do you have groups? 0 books or 9 shelves. Are any of those groups words? If you said shelves, you are correct. I would put the books on the shelves. So, shelves means to multiply. So, I always pull my group word first. 9 shelves. So, I would write 9 times 0. What times 0 is 9? If you said 0, you are correct. Anything times 0 is 0. Alright, next one. Lincoln has 1 pencil box at school. He has 7 pencils in the box. That should say in the box. How many pencils does Lincoln have at school? Okay, well, I see a 1 and I see a 7. So, do you see any keywords? I see how many, but that isn't super helpful. So I must decide, is it add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Well, do you see this word pencil box? A box, I can put something in a box. So because I can put something in a box means to multiply. So 1 goes first. 1 times 7 equals, anything times 1 is always the bigger number. So 1 times 7 is 7. Alright kiddos, you'll be able to do your paper for grade. Remember, you can use this paper at any time to help you today.